Good morning. Welcome to SP Streamer Live. I'm your host, Michael Simione. You can follow me on Twitter at SP Streamer. For today's episode, as always, we are going to be talking about streaming and the streaming chart. We're also going to look into Mike Wacha's start last night because he did a little something different, pitched pretty well. I know it's a weak offense, but just something to kind of keep in mind. So we'll have to see that. All right, so let's roll with the stream chart for today right now. Today's options, not a lot. It is Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. So it's obviously a smaller slate, but it doesn't mean we can't find some good options out there. Jordan Montgomery is going to be our shallow pick at Seattle. I really like Montgomery's breaking balls. I know he is pretty much hot and cold. You never know which side you're going to get of him. But I do like the strikeout potential. You can see the swing strike percentage right there in those last three starts. And we all know Seattle is a free swinging team and can certainly strike out a lot. So we're going with Jordan Montgomery as our shallow pick and best pick of the day if he's out there. Otherwise, I think I got to go with JT Brubaker against my Mets, unfortunately. Brubaker's been really good, striking out a lot of people, really good slider. You know, he's doing everything you want to see from him. The Mets are missing a lot. Last night, they had a big opportunity, and three of their guys struck out back to back. So that could really happen with the Mets. So I think Brubaker's a pretty good play, especially strikeout-wise. Then you got Skubal. He's going against Minnesota, a little bit tougher of an offense. I do love Skubal as well. He's probably taking your leagues, though. This 43% is pretty shocking. Then you got Owsley. Really like Owsley with that slider. The problem is he's facing a red-hot Phillies team, so I'm a little scared of that. And I really do love Logan Gilbert as well. He gets the Yankees, who also have been pretty good, but Gilbert has some serious strikeout potential as well. He's been pitching a lot better as of late. I think he made a slight pitch mix change. I don't remember. I'd have to look, but he's been pitching a lot better. Which is awesome. So yeah, I wouldn't mind him either. Our deep option is going to be J. Happ. Don't do this unless you're desperate. There's no good deep options for today. It's between him or Hauser. I know Hauser just pitched well, but since he's pretty tough, so I'm just going to go with J. Happ against Detroit and hoping that even if he doesn't pitch that well, at least he gets some strikeouts. So that's our pick, as there's a fly in here. All right, for tomorrow, I cannot decide yet. I have to really look into this. I might throw a pull up. I don't know. Shallow option, no doubt. Zach Thompson going against Atlanta. I don't care who the guy's facing. I mean, that 28.1 K walk in his last three starts, the high swing strike percentage. Guy's just been phenomenal. So I definitely think that Zach Thompson is your number one ad if he's still out there for some reason. I do like Cole Irvin against Texas. I do like Stripling against Tampa Bay, and I do like McLennan against Toronto just because he also has a lot of strikeout potential. I know he struggled a little bit, but now he's starting to pitch much better as of late. So these are all obvious to me. And then when I get down here, I have no idea what I want to do. It's tough. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Logan Webb is against Washington, but it's Washington. You got VV against Boston, which looks okay, but he's, who the heck knows with him. You got Kyle Freeland on the road, who's been better, but the Padres are hitting. Marco G's been better, especially in terms of whiffs, which is interesting. But he gets the Angels. Cobb, you have no idea when he's going to show up. Brad Keller looks to have a good matchup, but he's been horrendous. So I feel like this is literally all coin flips right here. If anyone has a suggestion, let me know. Or a good stat out there that might make me sway towards one of these pitchers, let me know. But as of right now, I'm actually undecided. I will be forced to make a decision soon. But I want to dwell on it a little longer. So we're not going to do that. All right. Big slate on the 10th. We're going to rock through this together real quick. Just kind of figure out who we're going to be streaming, all that good stuff. All right, Patrick Sandoval, you all know I love him. Good strikeout potential against Seattle. Seattle swings and misses a ton. We'll give this I actually really like this. I'm going to give him an 8-0. Really love his breaking stuff. I felt like the slider took a step forward last season, even though he didn't pitch well. And I think it's just finally coming together for him, which is pretty exciting. Mike Minor gets Cleveland, easy matchup. Minor's been up and down. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the dude. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm going with 7-0 though, just because of that matchup. The bottom of Cleveland's lineup is just like full of people that you're like, who the hell are these people? All right, Yarbrough going against Toronto. Yarborough's been pitching better late, but Toronto is really tough, especially at home against lefties. I'm going to give this a 6-8. Flexing, it's Angels. Flexing's been pitching really well as well, especially at home. Angels offense is good. I mean, Ohtani, you got all those guys there. I wonder if maybe they'll sit some of them because it's right before the All-Star break. I don't know. Anyway, I do like this. Flexing's good. I'm going to 6-8 though, just because of the tough matchup. Tyler Anderson was on for yesterday, but he dropped down for two today against the Mets. Anderson's weak contact pitcher, not really going to get you strikeouts. I feel like the Mets will probably end up hitting him pretty well, though, because he's not really a swing and miss kind of guy. So I feel like that's not the best matchup for him. Caleb Smith gets the Dodgers. I don't really want to touch that. I know Smith has his ups and downs, but I'm going to give him a 6-5 just because I do like the stuff, but tough matchup. Joe Ross has been dominating. Look at 27.5K walk percentage, 3.21 ERA on the road. He is going to a pitcher-friendly ballpark. It is the Giants, though. That offense is a terror to face at times. I think you got to kind of like the hot hand, though. I'm going to go Ross with a 7-0 just because that ballpark. I know it hasn't been playing as pitcher-friendly, but it still is. So that's something you can't ignore. Zach Davies gets St. Louis. I'd give up on Zach Davies. I'm going to go 6-3. Vladimir Gutierrez, so many bad underlying metrics with him. He gets Milwaukee. Milwaukee's been pretty hot. Have been really good as of late, too. I'm going to go with a 6-0 there. C-Mart against the Cubs. Your guess is as good as mine as when he's going to pitch well and when he's going to pitch bad. Guy's a mess. And until he does anything consistently, he'll stay around 6. Quantrill gets the Royals, another team that's really hot and cold right now. They're kind of cold. Quantrill's okay. I'm not a big fan. Good command, but otherwise the stuff's kind of underwhelming. I'm going to give him a 5. Nah, that's a little too harsh. I'm going to give him a 6-2, actually, just because since the Royals are struggling. All right, Martin Perez against Philly. So since those two blow-ups, Perez continues to cruise. Has like a sub-2 ERA since those two blow-ups. Am I buying it though? No, not really. This stuff just doesn't match what he's doing. Philly's been hot, so I know he's on a roll, but I'm still giving him just a 6-0. Chase DeJong, not a fan. Gets the Mets again. Maybe. Oh wait, Tyler Anderson's going, so he's probably not gonna go. So he's definitely not going. So we'll push him out. All right, Fulte going against Oakland. Not a fan of Fulte. I know he's been pitching better as of late as well, but Oakland's a tough matchup. I know they've been struggling, but they could hit those home runs. I can't buy into him. I'm going to 5-9 him. Matt Moore against Boston. You don't want any part of that. 5-5. Eshelman, you definitely don't want any part of. He's going a low 4-0 there. Bailey Ober. I did look into him because I know he pitched better as of late, but I can't really buy into him. Nothing's really there for me. This is a decent matchup, though. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6-5. We'll bump him up a little bit. He doesn't really go 5 that often either. Tyler McGill, my boy. Really, really good breaking stuff. That slider is phenomenal. I love everything about this kid. I know I'm a Mets fan, and I'm probably biased, but I don't even care. Even looking at the numbers, I love it. He gets Pitt at home, another pitcher's ballpark. I love this big time. I'm going 8-0 here. Kid looks so good so far. We'll see if he continues it. Watch, he'll probably get blown up just because. And then lastly, we have Wiley Peralta. I think that's how you spell it right. Say it right. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. He gets Minnesota. Tough matchup. He has been pitching better as of late. I'll give him a 6-0. I did look into him. It was hard for me to really find anything that I liked about him. So yeah, I'm not really into him, to be honest with you. All right, so that leaves us with, this is main, shallow, and this is going to be, I'm going all three with him. So these are going to be our, which is no surprise to you guys if you follow me, Patrick Sandoval, Tyler McGill, love both of them. So that's going to be our streamers for the 10th. I have yet to pick tomorrow. I will forcibly do it. If anyone has a suggestion, please let me know, because these matchups are pretty brutal. Also, if you have any questions, let me know too. This is like a Twitch, YouTube live stream. It's not technically a podcast. I just kind of mumbled to fill the empty space. So if you have any questions, obviously that's what I'm here for. Shoot them out. I do really quick want to go over Michael Wacha and what he did last night. So he pitched 6 innings with 6 strikeouts, allowing, I think, 1 earned run against Cleveland, which, isn't a really, good feat because that offense really isn't that great. But this is what he did. So he threw his cutter 37% of the time, changeup 33, and then four seam 28. So he really went with 3 pitches as per usual. What I found interesting, though, is that he went cutter heavy instead of four seam heavy. He technically doesn't do that, really. So I think that's interesting. We're going to dive into it a little bit as we go. But CSW rates, his changeup's always been a really, really good pitch. One of the better ones in the league, actually. 12 whiffs there, good for 40% CSW, overall 33% CSW. The cutter performed well in terms of call strikes and whiffs. And the four seam wasn't that great, which we're going to dive into right now. All right. So again, cutter heavy, changeup, four seam. Let's go to Savant real quick just to look at I want to look at his pitch percentages. So as you can see here, or it might be too tiny, but the four seam, he typically throws 38%, then he goes cutter, then he goes changeup. So he clearly mixed it up in this last start. He decided to go cutter, changeup, four seam. This could be obviously a game plan. I always mention that because you really never know. But if not, this could be super interesting. Here's one reason why real quick. Look at the four seam location. So he tries to go top of the zone there, but when he misses, he literally misses dead middle, right? The cutter, he tries to go inside on lefties, outside on righties. Sure, he leaves it inside a little bit, but I think this four seam location is a lot worse than this cutter location. So I do like if he's going cutter here and then change up. And then plus, if you look at it, the cutter's going to go, if you're facing the batter, cutter's going to go this way while the changeup's going to go this way, and they're just going to break opposite. So it's probably going to be really hard to tell. I wonder if there's seam shifted wake there. Not really. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, sorry, my dog is barking. He probably agrees with me. But yeah, so let's look at the numbers though, real quick too. So let's go to the split page. All right. So we're going to bounce. Let's just go to contact. So this is four seam, right? So 153 WRC plus, a 296 ISO ain't the best. I mean, just really nothing good here. You drop down to the cutter. I mean, the WRC plus is less, the WOBA is less, the ISO is less. It's not great, but it's better than that four seam. So I think it's good that hopefully he's realizing that four seam isn't good and he might be better off with the cutter changeup instead. The changeup's obviously really good. Like I said, it's one of the better pitches in the league. I mean, he's got an 18.9 swing strike percentage, a high chase rate on it as well as he did the year before and the year after. Changeup's just really good. The cutter you'll get more whiffs on, and he utilizes it better as well. So, I'm hoping moving forward he goes cutter changeup heavy instead of that four seam. I don't know if the Rays are telling him that. Hopefully they are, or that could have just been game plan. But we'll see his next start. So hopefully he keeps his pitch mix change, and maybe he could be better moving forward. The Rays are going to need him. We won't really find out what they do with him until after the All-Star break now, but just something really intriguing and something you might want to be keeping an eye out for, because if he does start rolling the new pitch mix change and pitching better, he could be a decent add, especially with the Rays and their wins and all that stuff. I mean, he is still only 30, so you never know. So Wacha's interesting. Again, for today, Montgomery, Brubaker, Hat. Tomorrow, Thompson, he's out there. Otherwise, we got his side. And then Sandoval and McGill are no-brainers in my eyes, especially with those matchups. I love both of those. Jump all over that if you can. And, yeah, that does it. All right. Again, guys, I mean, when you hop in these, feel free to ask questions. More engagement, the better. Otherwise, follow us on Twitter at SPStreamer. Check out our website, spstreamer.com. Follow us on Twitch and YouTube if you want to help support us. We have a membership on our website, or you could subscribe to our Twitch, which also helps support the website as well. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. I'm not going to. I still haven't decided about next week. I'll let you all know tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good day, and